All right, we live.
Don't tune into what I'm saying.
I'm trying not
You
to.
acting just like your daddy. You acting just like your daddy. That is hilarious, okay?
That should be the thing. For real.
That is hilarious. You acting just like your daddy. Shots fired. Do you hear me? You acting like your daddy today.
I'm helping you on the show. That should be your thing.
I apologize, y'all. We had
Oh.
some technical difficulties.
Some who? Say that shit again?
Technical difficulties.
I don't know. You gonna say that shit right from me.
Our bad. I said technical difficulties.
I'm not on you. Are we here?
Yes, we back live. Our bad. We back in this thing. Okay, so now what were you saying? We're gonna reset and start that again because people missed it. Yeah. Okay. For the recording purposes, we got to start completely over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. It's the Overstood Podcast, and I am your host at Explicit Lyric, aka XL.
And I'm Turd Ferguson.
Hollywood P.D. in this thing. Follow me on IG. You know what it is. Who are you?
Turd Ferguson.
Who the hell is Turd Ferguson? You couldn't even get it. Right. You couldn't even get it out. Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
Now, where did this come from?
Jeopardy, Saturday Night Live.
Turd. You watch too much TV. Right, clearly.
That's
what you get when you watch too much TV.
That shit came in.
Turd Ferguson.
When Will Ferrell played Burt Reynolds. Yeah, Turd Ferguson. That's a funny name.
So, clearly to my right we have Turd. Yeah. Not because it's a piece of shit.
Kaamel.
No, you was. Oh, okay. I was right. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Fuck those haters for 2021. Yeah. Kaamel Hassan, Kaamel Hassan, Hassaun, on all social media platforms.
So I am starting a new segment. Right now.
Right now?
In this moment. So what I did was I polled the audience and asked them for the funniest or craziest thing that they seen this week. And, you know, I got a lot of stuff in my inbox. And a friend of mine sent me something, but I couldn't call that look at this shit over here. Because, you know, we got the segment. Look at somebody come look at this shit over here, right? Look at it. Look at it.
I thought that's what you... Okay, you sent that.
Yeah, no, that was but that's for later.
Just switch. Okay.
Yeah, that's for later.
Gotcha.
But because she sent me this story, I couldn't call it that. So I was like, what if we call it That's a Beautiful Thing?
Oh, and that's how we do the segment. That's a beautiful thing.
TT thing. Oh. What the choir say? Oh. So she sends me the story about her sister. Her sister was adopted. Her sister was adopted, and in 9th grade, she met a young lady who became her best friend. They started dressing alike and hanging out and everything, right? I'm talking best friends. To the point where people used to tell them, like, y'all look just alike. But in their heads, you know, this was just my friend. So they was walking around calling each other cousins. You know how when you in high school, this is my cousin, you know what I'm saying? So recently, the other young lady found out that she was adopted too. So they found out they were biological sisters. Wow.
Wait, and they've been cool?
Yes, they've been cool since 9th grade. They've been best friends since 9th grade. You ain't heard nothing she just said.
Yeah, I just...
It's a real life sister tale. You remember the show?
You should have shit on Lifetime.
No, it was not on Lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah, my friend Jennifer, she sent me the story. I'm going to post the link on my page for people to... That's dope. Oh my goodness. So they already had a bond. And
the universe is dope, man. That's the universe. The universe
brought them together, right?
Yeah. Now, what if they know they sisters, they start beefing?
Right. That's how it go, though. Right.
Sisterly love. I'm just kidding, sis. That's beautiful. Right.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, they just tripped and fell on each other. Yeah, I think that was a real life sister like tale. Because you remember on Sister Sister how they got together.
They twins?
No, they're not twins.
Oh.
They're not twins. But
I guess
but you remember they... Clearly. But they do look a lot alike. Let me see if I can get the link right now. Mm-hmm. They look a lot alike. If you see them, you would be like, y'all probably should have DNA tested immediately. Because they do. They look just alike.
The teachers talked about it. Believe
okay, here's the link.
The teachers talked about it.
What you mean?
Them being sisters. They went to the same school?
Look.
You ain't heard none of these details. You got the echo.
That's the sisters?
Yeah.
They look like sisters.
They look just alike.
They faces so unique.
They look just alike.
That's crazy.
They do look just alike. That's crazy.
Very pretty girls.
Very beautiful.
So I'm going to share this on my page right now so that y'all can see it.
Okay. So do we know the full details? Like, no, never mind. Because you talking about adopted and
so we're not going to get into all of that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, though.
Aww.
So if for you guys who want to see it, it is now on my page. It says, "What a beautiful thing."
That is so cute.
It
I'm
is.
also sharing on my page too. So as soon as you do it, I'm gonna do it too.
I just posted it. Thank you, Jennifer, for giving us that information for this segment. And I do believe that it's very sweet, and they do look just alike. And I think they should definitely get their story out there because it is a very unique one. And somebody should pick that up and
run with it.
Yeah, indeed. Because that's a beautiful thing.
That is so sweet. Look at y'all.
Look at y'all. Ocean, ain't no sea.
My dude,
Keep buses away from me.
I cannot with Kaamel Hassan right now, okay?
Why you say it's song like that?
Hassan.
Somebody online that's not Andre Drummond.
No, it's not. Don't do my
do you get that a lot?
Like that.
Literally every day. But lately it's been people notice me from McGraw Ave. People just say I favor him a lot.
Not the baby daddy though.
That's okay. You don't see it, I don't see it.
Not the baby daddy though. No.
Yeah, I don't trip on it with it.
You know what? I used to hear I looked like Sanaa Lathan when Love and Basketball came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used to hear I look like Layla Rashawn, skinny Layla.
You look like a throwback.
But then them the only two people I ever used to hear I look like.
Walona.
Oh, and Walona. But my Goon Squad family feel like I look like Walona.
You do.
They the only ones used to tell me I look like Walona.
Fuck Penny. You was on the real daughter. Yeah, because you know what we do to little girls. You know what we do to little girls to tell lies, Penny. I was Penny real mama. And you was Walona real daughter. Good times.
Walona was not my mama, and I do not look like Walona. But if you say
I can
so.
see everybody you named though.
See what I'm saying?
Except for Walona. You can see Walona too? Oh my God! What?
And then every time you laugh, you lean back like Walona too.
Whose side are you on?
You Florida's best friend, shit. I'm on your side.
Not Florida's best friend.
Yeah, you was Florida Sunshine.
Florida Sunshine.
It's always the final.
Lady Heroin.
Yeah. You look like Lady Rashawn too. Yeah, for sure.
Skinny Lily. I used to hear it all the time. I don't hear it no more though. But
that's because
she done gained a bunch of weight.
I don't know. She's sick. I don't want to say that.
Is she?
That's what I heard. Because her boyfriend was cheating on her, and because she was sick. See what?
Man, ain't she?
That's where the conversation went. So, okay.
That's where it's going to go to every time.
Her boyfriend was cheating on her because she was sick.
Nah, you know, that some people put some pictures out on her. You know,
when she was that whole Nicole Murphy.
After everybody found out about him cheating, and they was saying, some people was justifying him cheating, and then people was like, nah, she's sick, fool. So,
Was they making an excuse for her, or was she really sick?
You know how social media is. It'd be a whole army for one side and a whole army for the other.
It do. Everybody like, don't be
People
stepping on Nicole Murphy like that. It take two to tango. He was the wrong one, not her.
Though, because she has a beautiful spirit, you can tell.
Who, Layla Rashawn? You never know what people's spirits is like in real life.
But she seems
especially celebrities. Because who would have thought Bill Cosby would have ended up in jail?
Yeah, that's the one right there.
When people judgmental like that, they usually,
he was very judgmental.
Yeah, I
he was
That's usually the case. I ain't gonna say it didn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying?
No, it surprised me.
It surprised me.
But I stopped messing with Bill in 2009 when I heard him on the interview going in on the black community. I was completely done.
Yeah, he
was a little bit of an awful time. He was, and I didn't know.
He was very judgmental.
Yeah.
That's that karma.
We should all take an oath as people in the media, people who are able to say stuff, to just stop slandering each other. Period. And because when it's when that light shining on you, it's a bright light, and no matter who it is, because if all our dirt came out tomorrow, we'd be fucked up individually.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So Bill, I ain't did no felonious stuff or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? I got secrets I got to deal with. You know what I mean? Just like the rest of us.
Come on here, don't say no.
No, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It's for real. So that's just, I guess that's the price you pay when
Bill went out
you're a
with
celebrity and you got the light and you choose to. The
bitches from 1927 was coming forth on Bill. That kind of irritated me. So it's like
from when?
From 1927. Like, bitch, you took that shit literally. Come on now, y'all was swinging.
Now I agree that probably all of them were.
And Janice Dickinson said she was lying. So
I can agree that probably all of them wasn't telling the truth. But when you got that many women coming forward, then.
And so did Harvey Weinstein and all these other men, and they didn't
it's
get
gotta be some.
Hey, bro, listen. Full disclosure, we not talking about Cat Williams. Now, how many women did you see during your time with Cat Williams? How many women did you see him encounter? Women around him, women want him, women want to be around him, want to go back with him, want to get on the bus with him. How many? Multiple. So it might be more. For all we know, it might be people that just ain't courageous enough to come forward.
That's
true.
What
I'm saying? So
that's very true.
I don't know. I just think he got crucified. We should have crucified the daddy from Seventh Heaven like this, because did you know he was playing with the kids?
No.
This is a whole nother podcast.
If we're going to crucify one, we got to crucify all of them.
Yeah, you're right. But, us as black people, we can't do that to each other, because...
I agree with that.
They set us up for that.
Then
when they own get, hit the stage, they don't do that.
They don't do that.
Never.
Elvis, all of them.
For sure. Like, you see what happens, but that's a totally different topic for a whole nother podcast, because we can go off into the sunset about that one. Yeah, because that we did cover that in season 1, the Me Too movement, and it's so much more to be covered. Like, it's so much that you could talk about. It's so much, like where that subject alone could go.
I agree. Yeah,
but today we did want to touch on like hip hop, gun violence, and to your point, because we do like group messages or whatever when we like coming up with topics and stuff, just shooting stuff out there, and a big problem that we have right now is younger kids getting their hands on guns. That's a huge problem right now. Like, I probably in the last month, maybe 2 months, we've heard about
children,
kids killing kids, and not meaning like 14-year-olds such and such went to the gas station and shot the gas. No, I mean like in the house found a gun. 6-year-old such and such shot 5-year-old,
or themselves.
And that's crazy. Yeah, or they shot themselves.
Being left home alone unattended.
I said this on an earlier podcast, but I'll reiterate: a part of gun safety is gun knowledge. You have to teach your kids about guns. Absolutely. You hear people say
they know about them, so you might as well teach them the
proper
right
way. Exactly.
Yeah, they know.
Well, all don't know. So I think some of what happens also is that you think you're protecting him when you going, no, little Johnny can't play with guns. No, put that gun down. When in reality, you just fueling his curiosity.
Yeah,
because now, why can't I play with guns? You know what I'm saying? He knows what one is.
They make toy guns. Exactly. So they know what guns are. So if they, you know what I'm saying, it makes sense to teach them about guns because they think they toys. A lot of these kids probably just thinking it's a toy.
That's exactly what they think.
I'm sure.
What I see is, I see videos of Caucasian people teaching their kids about guns, and they are aware of guns, and they, you know what I'm saying? That's just a matter of what we need to do, because we teach our kids a lot of ignorant, stupid shit. And
we do.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well, you know what I'm saying? Guns is all around us. You know what I'm saying? They glorify guns. Guns are everywhere. Video games, everything.
Movies.
But while you think you're protecting your kid, you got to worry about what they seeing in somebody else's house too. Like, I have guns in my house. God forbid I ever was to leave a gun. I'm not irresponsible enough to do this, but leave it out. God forbid I come home and sit my gun on the counter and I walk away and forget. And now I got a house full of kids that came over and I done forgot the gun downstairs on the counter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm responsible enough to put my gun up when I take it off my hip. However, just for the sake of this story, if my daughter walks in the room and she sees that gun, she knows exactly what to do with it. She knows not to touch it. She knows that if she pulls the trigger, she better be trying to kill somebody. Don't pull the trigger, but if you pull it, be trying to kill somebody.
Know why you
meaning somebody's in the house, something is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she knows that in real life, when you pull that trigger, that person don't get back up.
Exactly.
Right.
Like this ain't no video game.
That is the difference. That's the separation. Is people that are negligent, for one, to negligent. You don't leave your gun laying around. That's number one. But if you just so happen to, because you're tired, like you said, the kids should know the protocol and procedure. Stay away from it unless you absolutely have to use it. And people just don't teach their kids. People think their kids just born knowing shit.
They think avoiding it. It's teaching them.
It's more so avoiding it.
Yeah, it's
that way they don't expose them to something that is a little bit foreign in their mind.
That's naive. It's reckless. It's dangerous.
It is. I agree.
It makes zero sense. This country was conquered with and by guns, and they still run shit because of these guns. So you'd be wise to teach your children about firearms.
My daughter has held mine.
Responsible with
she knows what the magazines, the bullets, she knows what all that look like. Because if I don't show her, how does she know what to walk away from if she in somebody else's house? And she knows what to do if she's ever in a room with somebody who's playing with one.
Like, and if you don't show her, she gonna find out some other place.
Exactly.
And that's what you don't want.
Exactly. And any of the kids who come to my house, I have this same conversation with, because I have guns in my house. God forbid I'm ever that reckless. I'm not, but God forbid I'm ever that reckless. I don't want any kid in my house to feel comfortable picking up no gun in my house. Like, not at all. So a part of gun safety is gun knowledge.
I don't want you opening my damn refrigerator. Let alone
touching your gun. Let alone look.
They don't touch my refrigerator, my door.
What you want?
What you want to drink?
Right. Or my sex toy drawer. Stay up out of there.
No, you don't know on that one.
No.
I don't have no drawer.
What? What, you got a bin?
No, his daddy.
Hashtag his daddy. That's the hashtag. I gotta give her props. She keep clowning Pops.
She done tagged him a few times today.
I know. She keep clowning Pops like he won't put her in the huckabuck. For real life. Pops 70. Yeah, break your motherfucking back. You better quit playing.
Why do you think he had the sling on when you picked him up?
Because he be on Facebook.
Why do you think he had the sling on when you went to go see him? The sling? Why do you think he had that on?
I was don't wear no sling.
Yes, he did.
No, she done got him a few times today.
All good. She earned that one. She about 3 weeks in the hole. I didn't want to lap her, so he's gonna let her get her shine.
No. We not about to think about the past. We want the ladies in the audience
to stay tuned.
If you want to think about the past, we can bring up some stuff in the past. What we gonna do? We going down memory lane?
What happened?
Are we in the car going down memory lane? Let me know.
Well, you and my dad?
I'll pull over. We going down
memory
lane?
She with your dad.
Yeah.
No, you told me so. I'm 3 weeks in the car. We going down memory lane?
saying far as the hashtag. Like,
that's all I'm saying. If you going down memory lane, I can pull out some receipts.
I'm just talking about the hashtag.
Y'all got some good kickles out of his little jokes.
I'm just saying, we was talking about your giant toe.
And do you want to say the conclusion to the toe? You want to pull out the receipts on the toe?
Ain't nobody seen your toe.
I'm not going there.
She talking about the fact that she said your daddy was
I don't know what she talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
For one, I ain't sucked her toe if that's what she implying. Two,
I'm not implying it. I'm just saying what was offered, okay? So y'all didn't get the full scoop. And so while y'all was, he was on that phone like, look,
look at my, what is that?
That's all I'm saying. With the whipped cream.
Look at my lips. You hard tell. You don't put a lot of things
I ain't lying to nobody.
And you better just pull that strong motherfucker out, because I know y'all went to the gym.
You saying that. But
he never gonna let you leave this toe thing down.
I know, and I'm not gonna never let him leave the receipts down.
Why you pointing at your phone?
Because the evidence is there.
Man, you just
look at him. The evidence is there. So
man, you just better put your toe in the WWE, bro. Why you?
Whatever. He was like, I talk about that toe, but.
Good trick.
He said, I talk about it, but.
Okay, speaking of WWE, since we already off topic, right?
What the fuck?
We definitely off topic. Meanwhile, though, back to the ranch. So, the Tyson fight.
I was scared for Roy.
I was too.
I was scared for Roy. One hit in the temple was over.
I'm just glad Roy still got some sort of a reflex where he can get out of a 53-year-old weight punch, because he was swinging that left hand to knock Roy Jones' head off. He just stayed far away from it. I'm glad Nate provided the entertainment, and the fights before that provided the boxing. So I was happy as a fan.
Them Nate challenges, you see him online?
Everybody laying dead as hell on the ground. I ain't got time.
It happened so fast, though. I'm talking, soon as it happened, it was a challenge. It wasn't even an hour.
Yeah.
And you were seeing the challenge online.
Get your ass off that.
Social media don't waste no time.
I'm trying to tell you, the internet is undefeated.
They had the weed bags the next day.
They did.
What?
Yeah.
They got the Nate. Yeah. Like night.
The Nate, not the Nate.
I put it on the book, though. I think we should change the name of a nap to a Nate. It just sounds better. I think a nap played out. Where do nap come from? What's the basic?
A nap played out.
Yeah. What's the base word of a nap?
To take your ass to sleep.
I'm just saying. Nap. What nap don't come from nothing, so we can just change to a Nate.
To a Nate.
We know what the Nate means.
I gotta take a Nate.
We know what the Nate means.
And I ain't getting no Nate today.
Man, that black man went in there thinking that white man couldn't knock his black ass out.
And got knocked clean. Clean the fuck out.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Yeah, white boys can fight too.
That is
clearly.
But what was the expectation going into the Tyson fight though?
I thought Tyson was gonna knock Roy out.
I didn't have no expectations because they both 50. I just didn't want one of those punches Mike can throw to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted I ain't want Roy Jones to end up like Nate. Basically.
You ain't want him to go Nate?
No, I don't want him to go Nate.
I thought it was a wrap.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, your daddy brought me up.
Pops, just join in on the show and answer what you want to ask.
You keep setting yourself up for that shit, though.
It's okay. It's like she won. No, she won. That's what I said. She
definitely got your ass.
I'm a good sport. I don't care. She got me on the daddy one. Well, I just hope daddy don't tune in.
Okay, so look,
he gonna tune the fuck out. You keep doing that shit.
No, you ain't.
You gonna run everybody daddy away.
You gonna leave that baby laugh alone.
He already hit.
So to spark our next topic, I don't think we talked about this yet because we only been 2 episodes in.
3.
This is 3rd.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tori and Megan. We're gonna start it there.
I think
the fact that the how do I say this? He definitely did it. He definitely did it.
Little niggas do stuff like that.
That goddamn
what's complex?
Napoleon complex.
You know, short niggas don't play that shit. I'm not laughing at what happened, but short niggas do got
But the
problems.
fact that how it played out was crazy to me. Mm-hmm. So then, but then when she came out and she explained it, it was like, okay.
It made sense.
It made sense. Because she was like, the cops out here killing people. Like, I wasn't about to be like, oh, he got a gun so they can shoot us all. So, I mean, I get it. And the fact that she was still trying to protect him and Dummy just wouldn't shut up about it or shut his PR team up about it or whatever the case may be.
Show how guilty he was.
It got to a point where she was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm breaking my silence. It is what it is. If this nigga go to jail, it is what it is.
I wouldn't care either.
And what I thought was some real whole shit was the fact that he shot her while she was walking away. And then did you hear the security guard or whoever said that he was drunk? Mm-hmm. He was drunk, and that's kind of why.
I mean, I think they were arguing in the car and stuff got heated, and
he said that. He said they was arguing in the car. But she was shot in the back of the foot. She was walking away.
There's
no excuse at that point.
My question is, where the fuck do the gun come into play?
He was mad.
I'm just saying. You can't. I know you little, but you can't.
Right.
I don't condone violence, but can you try to fight her? Because he could have easily just shot her, hit her vein, and took her out the game.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What made you grab the gun? I don't care how drunk you is. I don't care who you with. I don't care who in the car. I don't care what y'all fighting about. If she ain't got no pistol aimed at you, you don't got no goddamn business with no pistol in your hand and no altercation with no female.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm lost. I can't get past that. So
I wholeheartedly agree.
Whatever.
The fact that
what that shit is.
The fact that she's a girl and you couldn't control yourself enough to say, you know what? She was already walking away. At that point, fuck her.
Yeah, I mean,
at that point, fuck her. She walking away. Fuck her.
I know people like come in and ignorantly defend and say we don't know.
We don't know the story.
The bottom line is the gun ended up in his hand and she ended up shot, and that shouldn't have happened in no way, shape. Like I said, I'm not condoning violence, but if you that mad at her, square up, little nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Give us some real TMZ.
She probably said that before she walked away.
You know what I'm saying?
I beat your little ass.
She probably said that before she walked away.
He was like, oh. But you don't think...
That's exactly what happened. She said that shit with her chest. Like,
she said it with her chest.
I'll never say it with her navel, little bitty ass nigga. He terrible, bro.
She was like, body, yaddy, 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 body, yaddy, yaddy.
He was mad.
Terrible.
He was definitely.
He didn't think the choker
I definitely feel like Napoleon Complex definitely played a part in that bullshit.
No excuses. I don't care what it is.
But the whole gun violence thing in the hip hop industry right now has gotten to a point where think about it. Back in the day, you had beef. You took it to the records first. You know, somebody might have got into a squabble and shit, and take it to the records.
Might have my ass. I come from the where rappers fought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they got into a squabble. Yeah. You take it to the records. We beef back and forth on the records. Now, some of them ended very tragically, and/or got a little violent, or not even a little violent, got violent. But now they don't even do that. Just flat out, I don't like a rapper. I don't like that little nigga. I'm going and I'm gonna shoot him. Like,
what's going on?
How we get here?
The glorifying the guns. We ignorantly fascinated with guns. You know what I'm saying?
And men don't fight no more because they can't fight.
Yeah, that's it. Right, because when you see a fight, you see 8 times out of 10 somebody get knocked out. Their chins. It's the helmet generation. So.
The who?
The helmet. The kids that wear helmets riding bikes. Did you ride? Did you ride?
Did I ride with a helmet? No.
Yeah, if you fail, you just fucking fail.
Yeah.
Try not to hit your fucking head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's they cowardly for one. The guns are, we desensitized for two. You could look at somebody dying, brand new, fresh video every other day.
That is very true.
I sent y'all 2 videos of motherfuckers dying. They putting videos of rappers and shit. So that ain't doing nothing but desensitizing rappers for the ones who under the gun feel like, oh shit, shit gonna happen to me one day, I guess. Because speaking for me personally, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 30 years old. I just knew somebody was gonna kill me. So I understand them being in that level where it's like, whatever happened, but they to the point now where it's, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get staying strapped up for protection, but not just to be making it a fad.
No, they just out here just pop, chitty, bang, bang with no fear, no consequences.
They don't have no words.
We desensitizing on every level.
Yeah, when you can, like you said, go on the internet and watch a video of somebody dying, and or in the midst of somebody dying, everybody like this.
It don't help. Don't call nobody.
Everybody got their phones out.
You just want to have the first video for TMZ. And
oh shit!
You could have saved whoever it was.
Yeah, agreed.
I want to do that.
I think the very first time I recognized that the internet was desensitizing people in general was when the kids videotaped the guy drowning. Do you remember that?
I don't think that was so much them.
They videotaped and laughed in the background while he was drowning.
I know, but
instead of calling 911.
No, I seen the video. I think they thought he was playing because he was almost at the end. Whoever bet him, somebody should have been on the other end of the creek. Period. I know what you're talking about. He took the bet to swim across, and he ran out of gas towards the end. He couldn't stay up. So
I don't think we're talking about the same video.
You talking about where it was a bunch of kids on one side of the thing,
and they was gonna charge
it was like
the
an
kids.
apartment or a housing development or something like that. And he swam all the way. What are you doing?
No, this video, the kids actually. I think the guy who drowned was like mentally unstable or something. And they actually watched him.
Bad.
Yeah, no, wow. And they took the video. They sat with their phones and
so
laughed.
They knew that he had some type of disability.
And they laughed at him because instead of going to help him get out the water. And I thought that was absolutely insane.
On back.
No, kids always been cruel.
That ain't no regular.
Kids always been cruel. They just got more information now to be more cruel. They have more ideas to be more cruel. Kids was cruel when we was growing up. They just wasn't as devious and evil.
I think the internet is a gift and a curse too, though.
I agree.
Because now you get to see all of this on the internet. Like, so I'm definitely not saying none of it existed. It existed. But now it's so easy for people to just be like, oh, look at that. It's a dead body right here on 7 Mile and just whip their phone out and videotape it for everybody.
Yeah, well...
And not taking into consideration that people's family might be watching. You know what I'm saying? They're not even alert of or aware of what's going on.
Don't even care.
How you find out? Like, you know, if I'm a mom, I would hate to find out that my son died from the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the most unfortunate thing is they didn't make any rules when they opened this shit up, and now
it's too far gone.
It's clear that this shit ain't got no rules and it's whatever.
Yeah, you but not just the internet.
You can buy children. You can buy.
True.
You can buy organs. You can. Yeah, you can do all.
But not just the internet not having no rules. Streets ain't got no rules no more either.
They don't. They
like
which is
women, which is why
everybody, grandparents.
I feel like the hip hop and the gun violence is the way it is. So, so did you see? Was it the King Von? Did you see that video? Mm-hmm. Where they just left him out the street.
He actually tried to square up though. So, old boy and his crew was just lame as hell.
What I gathered from the video is they was about to jump the dudes that ended up shooting. It was a real confusing video. Like they coming from the Sprinter van after the dude and his people, and he, you know, it's just like, it's unfortunate because, you know, the main person, the cash cow, you know, it's unfortunate if anybody died, but the main, you know, this talent, he was put on this earth to shine, and you know what I'm saying. Unfortunately, a lot of people ain't hear about it until he died, you know, he died. And
but that's how Pop Smoke is. Now that you know he died,
they,
now
they tried to rob him.
Now they putting all his music on. He everywhere now.
Yeah, Pay Will from what is it? Band Gang got killed a couple of days ago. That's from what I understand. That's been an ongoing thing.
Boosie got shot.
His artist got killed on the freeway. It's just now the raps. If you can't turn on one mainstream rap that don't mention a gun and sliding on a nigga and killing a nigga. So that shit, like a lot of them feel like it's got to go down that way. And I mean, honestly, I hate to sound pessimistic, but I don't see it turning around because they producing more and more guns, and they being purchased.
They are, but I think plan. That's what they wanted us to do. So that's what's so.
Well, part of the problem is that
them motherfuckers too. They just buying them for a different reason.
No, part of the problem is that we're not teaching our children better. Like I say this all the time. We in the era where all these kids, because when you turn on the news, you see the 18 and 19-year-old shooting up shit and killing people. Butcher. It ain't the 40-year-old, it's the 18 and 19-year-old out here killing the 40-year-old because he won his car. He then carjacked him and robbed him or whatever at the gas station. And when they arrest the suspect or whatever, it's 17-year-old, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them are lazy too.
Not just that, but you got to take into consideration, these are the kids that came from our generation where it was so many babies having babies. I call it the BRB generation. Babies raising babies. We looking at the products of those people. These are the kids who mama was dropping them off at their grandma's house every week, wasn't paying their kids no attention. They was still going out and hanging out and shit, clubbing. Exactly. Because they was too young when they had kids, and now they feel like, oh, they got to live their life because they ain't get an opportunity to live their life. Which, now we looking at the product of that.
And the kids only care about getting fresh.
And they don't have no more.
At all.
Because a lot of them still got shit, even when they wasn't shit. So your grades wasn't shit, but you would still walk around fly as hell with your Jordans on, and because your young mama was like, you ain't gonna be walking around looking, you know what I'm saying?
Raggedy.
My baby gonna be fly.
Fresh.
My baby gonna be fresh.
Yeah,
meanwhile, back at the ranch, your baby dumb as hell.
Fresh dumb motherfucker.
Fresh dumb motherfucker. your baby grades is trash. But he walk around with fresh Jordans on.
That's true.
Come on, black people. We sound like Bill Cosby. Let's teach better. We do need to teach. It's a way the message need to be sent. It is.
It starts in the house, though.
I just don't know if the message can be spread to the masses, because anybody say anything, that shit gonna get sliced in 10 different ways by 10 different people that's got 10 different problems with the motherfucker saying it.
I think it's gonna start to get better as this generation gets older, and I say that because as the generation that follows comes behind it, that generation is the generation of women who elected to have babies at a later date. They were more mature and able to handle these kids, more mature and able to teach their kids, more mature and paid attention to their kids. Exactly, had a vision for their kids, wanted more and better for their children, as opposed to the young mama who was out here and just having babies.
That's the cash money era, see?
For the 9-9.
It's just a lot of pressure. We don't want to condemn the whole youth, because there's a lot of kids out here doing good stuff. And
for sure.
What it is you know, people don't have the courage to do the right thing. It almost seems like being ignorant is, you know what I'm saying? Not even so much easy. It seems like the fucking popular thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad I was raised different, because honestly, the world exists through my eyes, and you know, there's only so much shit I can let into my world. So, or I'll be completely defeated and depressed, because our people just sinking down a deeper hole, and you know what I'm saying? The slope already slippery. We already crabs in the barrel, and it's just like we sliding faster, and don't nobody give a fuck.
Yeah, we definitely been crabs in a barrel for a minute.
Yeah, don't nobody, and it's like, you know, we give a fuck enough to be outraged enough to talk about it and debate about it on Facebook and Instagram, but who really putting their toes on the bricks trying to make some shit different? Yeah. Trying to make a change. Like, and I would say majority not, because anytime I see something positive in the community or shit going on, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's not the news don't pay no attention to it. It's not a big response. The people who are involved is frowned upon, seen weird, weird people. You know, it's fucked up out here.
To kind of piggyback on
maybe it's just
too,
Detroit.
You know something that I noticed
Detroit,
also,
for sure.
Something that I noticed too, though, when a younger person is doing something well in the community, the older people don't really help or like
uplift.
They don't. They kind of got a crab in a barrel mentality also.
They've got a very standoffish mentality as well.
They train.
We've gotten to
the older people.
I know. We've gotten to a point now where if you move into a neighborhood that's already established, right? So not like a new community, a neighborhood where there's people there who've been there, who own their homes for 30 years, right? Mm-hmm. The neighbors don't speak.
No, you're right.
I know people who because my friends right now, I'm at the age now where all my friends buying houses, they buying properties, or they on their second or third house now because, we at that age now. And the one thing I keep hearing is, I don't even know my neighbors. And that's crazy.
No, but we train, that's what I'm saying. It's meant to be this way. They've been programming and formatting us to be like this with each other. We don't need to know. You don't need to know them when yes, the fuck you do, because they doorsteps away from where you sleep. You need to know who your neighbors are. I ain't saying be cool with them, let them in your house, let them borrow sugar, but have a casual conversation. Get a feel for who live around you. Because there could be some shit going on. You're like, we never knew.
But that's also a part of raising kids. It take a village, right? When I was a kid, my neighbors could check me. If I was doing something I had no business doing, my neighbors would be like, I see you. I'm going to tell your mama, get it together.
I see you.
Exactly.
They break it.
If they want to snatch me up themselves, like, get your little ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. It's just different. Because when I moved into my house, my neighbors didn't treat me that well. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. They actually thought that I was the kid of the person moving in. So they would talk to me secondhand, like,
"Hey, where's your mom?"
Yeah, no, seriously though. The fuck?
This just a whole week.
A grown ass woman.
Really though, it took 2 months, and then what makes it even more crazy, when I went to view the house, because old people nosy as hell. One of the old people from across the street came over while I was viewing the house. Me and my real estate agent chilling, looked through the house. He walked his ass through the door like, "Oh, I'm just checking it out." I don't know why, but that's what he felt the need to do. And he was weird.
That part I'm not mad about, because when something going on in your neighborhood, you should be checking it out. But what people fail to realize is, again, and how this ties all into the whole gun violence thing, is that you got kids. Mm-hmm. Your kids live there. Mm-hmm. So now you living next door to people who don't speak. Mm-hmm. If your daughter was doing something and you was away, you wouldn't know because you don't talk to your neighbors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we torn apart socially. Yeah. Everybody think they literally better than everybody. I know that a motherfucker can't really come out and say it, but if you really sit there and think to yourself, you think you better than the motherfuckers around you. And it's okay to be better, but not think you better. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, man, and you need the people around you to look out for you. And you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. And we just disconnected as people, socially. Don't know why shit. They better mind what people come up with. They better mind their motherfucking business. We come off defensive instantly. And it's a reason they got us like this.
I didn't come off that way, and I still got that. So I said I didn't come off that way, and I still got that. So I think what you said is correct. People just think they better, especially when they older.
They do.
They seasoned.
But
that's why we show off little stupid shit.
Here's my challenge to people, though. The product that you created, your children, what are they doing? Because they're a reflection of you. Yeah. Your kids are a true reflection of you. Now, don't get me wrong. As kids get older, they start to make their own decisions. But what you taught them is reflected in their behavior. Exactly. Yeah. The decisions that they make are definitely influenced by what they learned coming up.
Either it's going to be a reverse of what you did because it was so awful, or, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be, or it's going to be exactly what you set out if you taught them properly.
So even with the kids in the gun violence, so they don't have no fear for consequences. Because they ain't never had to worry about that. Right. Mm-hmm. They ain't worried about going to jail. You know why? Because they ain't never had to get in trouble.
I mean, but
we had fear growing up. I don't think they had it.
Hell yeah. Everybody on the block was scared of my dad.
I mean, but it was crazy people going to jail back then, too. So, you know
it was crazy people going to jail, but
that's just
how many 17-year-olds you knew, like,
was off
the plethora and like abundance of.
You got to remember who my family is and where I grew up. Them motherfuckers was crazy from 13 until somebody killed them or they went to jail. Yeah, very young.
I knew people too, but I'm saying like I knew more people who
7 Mile. That is.
I knew more people who was going to school. You know what I'm saying? We in middle school at this point, middle school and high school. I knew more people who was going to school, and because I grew up in the hood too, than I did people who was out shooting people. That, like I said in the last podcast, they might have been stealing cars, and I ain't saying that's right. But they wasn't killing people. They went out here like, oh, you looked at me the wrong way. Pow, pow, pow. Like, it was not that. It wasn't that simple. It was always bad eggs in the neighborhood. Don't get me wrong. It was always a few dudes in the neighborhood that you was like, oh, you know what he about. Like, you got to watch him and don't trust him. Or he be breaking in houses or whatever the case may be. You always had that. But I knew more people who was walking to school and going to school and doing what they were supposed to do than I did who was straight up on some criminal type shit.
Yeah.
But now these little niggas ain't even like. But them niggas that back in the day was hood niggas.
They were outcasts. It was just a pack of them.
Now these little niggas is just straight up wannabes though. They wanna be hood niggas. They wanna be hard.
That's because it's a prototype. Hip hop done provided a prototype. So if you look the part and talk the part, then you are the fucking part. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you don't gotta be a real nigga. A real nigga now is measured by how much money he got. So, and not by the decisions he making and shit he doing other than spending his money, because we all know when a nigga spend money, he get off the hook. He really do what he want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Most people who break bread like that break all the rules. You know what I'm saying? Be fucking their partners, girls, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you just synced it, huh?
I'm just saying. Bro.
I mean, I think we done all seen that. We all know the guy who got the bread like that is he controls shit.
Yeah.
But like you said, like these little hip hop niggas now they look the part, and then now all of a sudden they hardcore. Like you not no
listen, the money dictate everything. The money dictate everything.
So now I got a couple dollars. I'm gonna go get me a gun.
It ain't now. It's always been like that. It ain't just now. It's always been like that.
No, I ain't saying now. I'm saying this how this person is thinking. Like now I got a couple dollars. I'm gonna go get me a gun, and the next nigga say something.
Yeah, this paper talk for me. I don't need to say nothing. That's the way it is.
Unfortunately,
that's the way it is.
Because if you put me in a position to where, even if I was a thug, you put me in a position to where now I'm making millions of dollars or have the potential to make millions of dollars. Fuck you. I'm not letting nobody unless you sign my checks. I don't know for what you do.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to set my family up. Fuck what you talking about. No. I don't have time for whatever it is that you got going on.
And sometimes they be their objective and they get killed. Somebody hating on them, and then they come through and kill them because they hating because they are shining.
That's true.
And
but
that's not everybody's objective.
This is off topic, but still in the same realm of things, right? This dark ass music some of these young kids is putting out.
I don't know, because Lil Uzi Vert, I'll be jamming sometimes.
Some of this music is so dark. They talk about killing themselves and not just, but what's the little nigga name who? No, I ain't gonna call him a little nigga, but the guy who killed himself, Juice WRLD.
I love some of his music too, though. That's why I'm like,
some of this shit
is so slapping though. Like,
it's so sad.
Like the Lucid Dreams.
Hey, man.
Sad.
That was not sad.
Hey, bro, listen, for something.
I think I'm better off dead. Like, what?
Listen, here's the thing. You know, we got a lot of curses over us, generation. And we all dealing with a lot on top of the fact that we hunted. We are the hunted. The white people hunting us, our own hunting us. So a lot of people dealing with a lot of stuff, they don't really know how to fucking deal with it or where to go with it, you know, because if you let too much of that shit bother you, you soft, you know what I'm saying?
It's called emo rap, but you know
just gotta soldier up, man.
Yeah, but this what they teaching our kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Kids listening to rock and roll.
You do gotta soldier up, but it is a level of sensitivity you gotta have to it, because man, people grow up fucked up, bro, because the generational curses, man. People come up.
Now, why that's true, it's certain stuff that I just don't want kids listening to.
Uncles, or there's somebody touching on them and all.
I hear you, and we all got our qualms. We all got our issues in the world. And me being an artist and you being an artist, like it's real easy. Oh my god, it's real easy to. Let's go that goddamn story.
I can beatbox, but don't be like that.
This is snorting part of your beatbox.
Hell yeah.
Hiccup.
I hit that Dougie on him.
I still can't do that shit. But so what I'm saying is, as an artist myself, it's so easy to take my story and put it into music. Mm-hmm. But you also have to be cognizant of who's listening to it, because the message in your music is powerful. Mm-hmm. Like, if you got people who follow you and people who listening to what you're saying, like, half of that Juice WRLD shit is sad as hell. I was listening to the words and I was like, I cannot believe my daughter knows all the lyrics to this song.
You got and then just think about.
I think I'm better off dead. And
think about how powerful that is. Think about the demographic that he reached.
And then he killed himself.
Well, he didn't mean to.
Hogwash. You don't take all those pills and not know that it's going to
kill you. They was about to get raided before they had. So
you know how many he took? It wasn't 2 or 3.
Bury the evidence.
It wasn't 2 or 3. He did not take them in. I don't care what y'all say. You don't take that many pills and not know what it's going to do to you.
He was already high though. He was already high, so he really probably did.
I ain't never been so high that I
you ain't never pop no. You ain't never pop pills every day like that either. Bruh, my ass. You ain't never pop pills like that every day.
I don't know. I know he didn't do it on purpose.
Listen, addict is a.
I fail to believe that.
Nah, he just didn't want to get caught with all the stuff that they. I
agree.
They probably was about to move something of it, but he clearly was taking it.
It was like 300 pills or some shit. It was something ridiculous. Listen. You don't take 300. I don't care how high you are. You knew what that was gonna do to you. He was just okay with going in that moment. I'm sorry.
Be popping 20 pills at a time. Where your mind
Hogwash. They just don't want his fans to believe. I don't fuck what y'all say.
If you 20 pills in and you about to land and they like, hey, the police waiting on us when we land.
Right.
You thinking, oh, I gotta get rid of some of this shit. You ain't thinking about let me take a.
So you've been so high before that you would pop 300 pills or how many other pills it was? It was like hundreds of pills. It wasn't like 5.
No, but I don't.
He didn't have 10 pills.
I don't have no addict or addictive personality like that either. I don't get hooked on nothing. But it's people out here that they was born to be hooked. That's real shit. People born dependent on narcotics.
I liked his music.
I just can't believe it. I just think he was okay with going in that moment. If you listen to his music, he talk about killing stuff all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if he brought that.
I feel like he was okay with going in that moment. Like, this the moment.
If you say something enough,
and was like, I'm out of here.
If you say something enough, it's gonna happen. Good or bad. If you say something,
because how many people was with him?
It will happen.
Nobody said that's a bad idea.
Let me be a millionaire.
They all high off them damn pills too.
Everybody wasn't that goddamn high. I don't care what you say.
I don't think he.
You ain't never took no pills, have you?
What? Yeah.
Everything's a good idea.
They was Percocets. He was not that high off no Percocets.
You ain't never. You can't say that.
Bruh, I had a surgery like.
I know, but
how many years ago? I was on them shits for 4 months.
I know, but you and after them 4 months,
and I had to take 4 of them bitches in order to get any type of reprieve.
After 4 months, what happened? You ain't asked for no more.
Yeah, once I ain't need him no more, I stopped. I don't have an addictive personality. But we ain't talking about him overdosing by accident. We talking about him taking hundreds of pills. He knew what that was gonna do to him.
There's people that go hard.
I don't
think he meant to kill himself. I think he meant to just
hogwash.
I think he meant hogwash. You getting on my fucking nerves. I'm just saying. I don't think he meant to. I think he was just trying to get rid of some of the evidence.
So
you know what? Okay.
Common sense
he
tell
might
me.
have been tired of running.
Exactly.
I give you that.
I'm like, common sense tell you.
That's fair.
If you take 100 Percocets, you don't think you're gonna die?
Why are you looking at me like I can't?
Because you talking about
no, because you took some Percocet for you got here. You trying to take that Red Bull.
Your daddy asked me to, and I said no.
Daddy don't pop Perks.
They was Percocets. It wasn't like he took ecstasy or Molly.
Okay.
He took Percocets. that shit was gonna do to him. I'm sorry. Dog, just laugh.
She gonna get us canceled.
I'm sorry.
We love the show, but we can't deal with Peppa.
Dog,
sorry.
Is there anybody who believes that he took those pills by accident besides you two motherfuckers? Because I'm sorry, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Which is another epidemic in the hip hop community.
It's called the toilet. He could have flushed the pills. They did flush some of them.
And that's what I was, saying too. Like, I don't know why he didn't flush.
No, they did.
How about this?
No,
he the one that. Let me tell you this
yeah.
bullshit. He the one with the money. Let me tell you. We gonna pull up. I got my little flunky right here. I'm gonna look at this nigga and say, I got the bread. I'm gonna get you out. You just claim the pills. Boom. End the story. I ain't going to jail. This nigga is.
But we got 100 cases where the person who the cash cow breadwinner end up the victim, end up the sacrifice.
Dog, what did they find on Lil Wayne tour bus? A whole bunch of shit.
I'm just saying, but he the one got.
Where Lil Wayne at right now?
He got a gun charge, a fed
gun
charge
right
on his head right now.
Okay, but how many times he done been to prison for years?
Once.
Okay. Do the time and shut the fuck up. All I'm saying is it's worth your life. You know what I'm saying? It's worth your. So I'm gonna take 300 pills and it's for what?
Okay, girl. I don't think he meant to kill himself. Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's a possibility. Hogwash. It is a possibility. He could.
No.
The music was. But
But music
they say
is
we
an
all
outlet
know.
for you and the listener. So he was just saying how he felt at certain points in his life. I don't think that
it connected
why would I
because
want to kill myself
it
right
connected
when I made
because
it?
it was real. It connected.
Pause.
Yeah, no.
Right when I made it, I'm gonna
Pause.
People that don't want that shit no
more. Don't. They get it.
I get it.
No. As a artist,
at the peak of his time.
When you get it and you realize that shit don't bring you no type of happiness like you thought it was gonna bring you, it makes you more depressed.
But the way the airplane toilet flushed, she told me you could have flushed the way the airplane.
He getting all technical with it over there. The way he flushed in the circle and come back up.
But it's people who get to who hit that peak in the industry because you in my watch party. Come out of it. But it's people who get in the industry and it's not what they thought it was going to be. Am I lying?
No.
It didn't bring them happiness like they thought it was going to bring them. And then what happens is it makes them more depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're even more depressed because in their head, money was supposed to solve the problem.
And it
didn't. I'm still depressed. I'm still sad. I still don't have my mama back. I still don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't change life for me.
Dark music has always existed. Ozzy Osbourne. Like, thank you. All them people.
Dark music has existed, but my point is, it was not geared
our
towards
people.
kids. Not our kids,
Then
especially.
who do you think was listening to it?
Black kids wasn't listening to Ozzy.
They wasn't listening to damn Ozzy Osbourne.
Well, I'm just saying.
Who was that? Nirvana?
And fucking Marilyn Manson and shit. They wasn't listening to that.
Okay, well, I guess I'm weird because some of that stuff I did used to listen to.
Little Brian and
Papa
Timmy.
Roach, Nickelback.
That wasn't dark music though.
Some of that stuff.
No, that was not dark music.
Papa Roach, what? All he does is yell in the mic and talk about killing everybody.
No, not Papa.
Killing
last
himself.
Resort, yes.
I'm talking about
my
people.
last resort. Cut my life into pieces. What am I saying? Maybe I'm weird.
No, you are.
No.
I would listen to that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
They, you know.
But I'm not gonna kill myself.
You know who control that music, and they want that shit to be heard. They want that shit to affect kids. They want kids depressed.
But
they
it's
want
emo
kids
music,
on.
so I just think it's an outlet if you are feeling that way or felt that way.
Honestly, everything a gift and curse, like you said. It's a gift and a curse. You know, some of that music can help people, and some of that music
is hindering people.
Can drive people to just go ahead and say, fuck it, when life is beautiful. That should not be your option.
At all.
And that is the message of the
so
show.
He did not try to kill himself.
Not the views and opinions of others. This is the views and opinions of the whole show. Your life is beautiful. It don't matter what's going around you that's shitty. You can change it tomorrow.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Change it tomorrow.
We'll leave that there. But some of this music is definitely dark, and Juice WRLD killed himself. I can fuck with y'all. So.
Okay, now can we get it? We've been talking about all kind of sad things the whole show. We've been trying to lighten the mood. So what are we gonna segue to now?
We're gonna segue into somebody. Come look at this shit.
That's you talking about the dude?
Dog. Oh my god! I have got to post this link.
You gotta play it in the show when you do the edit on the show.
Dog. When we transition to the podcast room, it'll be a TV on the wall.
All I'm gonna say is this: how I better go out. Period. With the
sitting in the chair.
With the yays on.
Dog.
Next to your daddy.
So somebody sent me a video. I'm gonna post it on my page.
He better kiss me on my cheek and all.
Of a young man who he died.
Your big toe out.
And they put him in the back of a pickup truck.
Like a player
sitting
named
up.
Tony. Like a player named Tony.
Like he saying Tony.
Like
that's my daddy name.
Sitting up.
Oh.
Like he was alive. Like
that's my daddy name, nigga. Please.
And paraded him around town like he was still alive on the back of this truck.
They was somewhere on the islands though.
With the music road.
Yeah, they was somewhere on the island.
I don't care where they was at. That is creepy as hell.
It is, but so is laying there in the middle of the church. So.
Well, I don't go to funerals.
I'm just saying.
For that reason.
I'm just Well,
I ain't gonna lie. If I walk,
but that's even worse.
That, I would think that would. I thought this nigga was dead.
Exactly. Like, hold on.
Wait, he
player, you alive?
You know what? Somebody said something to me, and I'm all for considering people's points. I don't have a problem with people with other opinions or views. That's called being an adult. Some of you should fucking try it. But the person was saying that they. No, I'm just saying people feel like when somebody disagree with them, that's just automatic disrespect. You stupid.
Yeah.
You don't fucking understand. You dumb.
There's a lot of people that feel like
it's a whole bunch of people like that.
Like so you can't have an opinion.
No,
right.
I take in all opinions. And brother said that he thinks that funerals are disrespect to that person.
I feel the same way.
He said, who wants to be paraded around as a dead body as an exhibition for other people to basically, you had to pay for this exhibition, this service where a deceased body is placed at, you know what I'm saying? They make it a sacred and holy event. And these are his words, and, he was just off put by it, and I had to take it into consideration that some people think like that. So,
I do too.
So when people go outrageous on funerals, it's just like, okay.
I don't do funerals at all.
Put a meat coat on me.
See this shit right here.
Put my yays on. I want to see all your daddies.
I don't know. If I think about it as a person,
the daddy slayer.
If I think about it as a person,
your daddy.
That's what made me think about what he was saying. Like, damn, he got a point. As an individual, when I die, I really don't want to be dead for 2 weeks and then put out in the suit after 2 weeks and everybody making the fuss and it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get that. I get that's tradition.
I've never understood it.
I get that's tradition, but
I have never understood it. I don't do funerals, and I don't want no funeral when I go.
You just better make sure they got a separate casket for that big toe. That bitch ain't gonna fit in there. Even in the shack size casket, your toe gonna be like, no, fuck that. I'm still alive.
It's gonna be alive.
Your toe gonna still live.
See your daddy for the last time.
Yeah.
The last ride. The ride that this nigga on.
They gonna be like, she still got her pulse. They like, no, she don't. No, sir. In her toe.
It's like you see.
He like, no, she don't.
What's the movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Remember, he his bunion.
That bitch like that without you touching it.
Okay, so let me see that receipt.
Nah, stop it, receipt.
Let me see that receipt.
Man, it's really good, bro.
Yeah, he gonna take a swig of that drink and shut the fuck up.
And shut the fuck up.
He said, I'm thirsty all of a sudden. Yeah,
You gonna choke on your water snorkeling like
that.
that.
Though.
The fact that you call that shit snorkeling.
What the fuck you want me to call it?
Snorkeling is going underwater with the little tube and swimming. That's what the fuck you been calling.
Show the toe.
Show the receipt.
Nah, fuck the receipt. The viewers want to see
y'all
that.
Be laughing about these
toe
jokes.
Viewers want to see that.
Yeah, I just sit and watch. I just go back and forth.
Y'all be laughing about these toe jokes, but on set when the toe actually occurred,
paparazzi flag.
My guy right here.
What?
Let me know where he's staying with the toe. That's all I'm gonna say. We're looking y'all dead in your eyes. He let me know where he's staying with the toe. And yes, he was
dead in their toe and show that motherfucker. You deflecting, bro.
And I'm gonna have my fans only page up.
That's fake news, bro.
It was not fake. You know when Trump lying, he say that, right?
Fake news. I don't know.
Oh, you call him a liar?
I don't know when Trump lying.
Pull the receipt.
Hey,
pull the receipt.
Play the banjo though. Hey, if you logged off early last week, we ended up talking about
what the fuck?
Talking about eating ass.
Oh,
we were talking about chitlins, and then we ended up talking about eating ass.
Well, we was talking about chitlins
and you said something about play the banjo. Dog playing the banjo
for the holidays, my baby.
And Christmas coming up, you better play the banjo, get your gifts.
Especially if you ain't got no money for no gifts.
And that's another podcast, so we need to talk about that. So people talk about that whole 50-50 split thing.
What do you mean?
So when two people in a relationship, like, should the woman...
I'm not splitting nothing.
See, we're going to have to talk about it.
If you my man, you got to pay for it.
All right, we can't talk about it now, but we'll talk about it.
Man,
that's
summarize it, shit.
I'm not going to respect you if I
whatever, man.
We'll talk about it
just pay your fucking bills.
I'm tired.
Nah, in the past, how I did it was I paid the big.
No, we can't talk about it right now. We'll talk about it.
She said shut up.
Yeah.
How you gonna bring it up? We can't talk about it. What can we talk about?
Her toe.
I'm about to say that receipt.
Don't point over here. I ain't got no receipt. You got the receipt over there. Man, shut up. Fake news.
He don't want to show you.
Hey, it's been real. It's been fun.
The election was forged.
It's been...
It was a fraudulent election. I'm just talking shit.
I'm like, what happened?
I'm just talking shit.
Actually, they found no evidence of voter fraud.
You see, talking about declaring martial law and having the military hold a special election.
We're not about to do all that. We ain't about to play with this man.
Did he say that?
He pardoned Michael Flynn, and that was Michael Flynn's advice to him.
And he talking about pardoning his oldest 3 kids because he think they coming.
They said he about to pardon the Tiger Man, the Tiger King. What the fuck is his name?
Cat
Man. What the fuck? Weak ass mullet man. What's his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The Tiger King. I can't think of his name either.
Oh,
I keep on thinking of Carol Baskin.
G. Herbo and 5 others charged in $1.5 million federal fraud scheme. I know some of y'all.
No, that's another podcast too. That
fraud. With the church service or all the people that got the bubble guns have been doing fraud.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Doing fraud. They send out an alert at my job, like anybody who was doing it.
They sent an alert at your job.
Yeah, it's all being investigated.
That's because people on social media couldn't fucking help
flashing
stupid ass.
No, because what people fail to realize is that when you file, especially for so the SBA claims are small business, right? But when we talk about unemployment, those claims actually do go through the job that you worked at. Mm-hmm. They have to approve those unemployment claims.
They got to see it.
So they have record of who is collecting those unemployment claims. And it's people who was collecting, declare martial law, that's crazy. But they have record of who was collecting unemployment and still working. It was people out here collecting unemployment and still working.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, stupid?
Yeah, they coming back. Buddy. I don't think everybody going to jail unless you really
No, restitution.
But you definitely about to pay that money back.
That restitution. They call that restitution.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
When you steal from the government, they want restitution.
Yeah, for sure.
Get that restitution.
And when they come at you hard too. They want every red cent.
I didn't understand how everybody.
And you know something I heard though? They double it, so you gotta pay twice. It's like a $5,000 or $7,000 fine, and then you gotta pay it twice, so it's like $14,000.
Wow, yeah. I don't want no parts.
Yeah, I heard you gotta pay.
What you
pay them back
it's
and
what
then
you
the job because both of them.
And
lost
people
money.
was legit not going to work because they was getting that money from the unemployment. And did you see they just put out a thing for Michigan unemployment saying that they was investigating it too because it was like millions of dollars in unemployment fraud or whatever.
I was wondering why everybody was looking real fresh these past couple months.
I'm trying to tell you
niggas that you don't even know. It's crispy.
I'm trying to tell you during the quarantine.
I mean,
you out here flies all get out.
Baby hairs laid, everything.
Doing absolutely jack shit.
Nothing.
With
Ain't shit even open.
And Alexander McQueen on
the land, the fucking
know what that
land
was
bank
before
was
this.
open.
Fendi glasses.
They ain't gonna buy no land.
Exactly.
No, they was busy
Burberry.
at Somerset.
Tearing it down.
Gucci.
Fucking it up. Running it up.
Got on the goose
up.
coat.
It's
That
all the
goose
way
coat
up.
cost a lot of money.
Well, at least till August it's all the way up.
That is.
And wasn't paying
I
their
feel
rent.
sorry
you
for
did all that and
anybody.
did not pay your rent.
And that's the crazy
And
part.
you got put out with all that new shit.
Oh, they still ain't evicting people yet, are they?
They done started in certain states, yes.
I don't think they can do it here.
Yeah,
I don't think they have
started
here,
I pay
but
my
like
shit
places
down.
like
I don't even
Texas.
care.
I've seen stories in Texas and like a couple of other places.
And for whatever reason, I don't know why people thought that it was just gonna be like, oh, okay, I don't have to pay this, and then now.
And then certain people, you was able to put your mortgage on forbearance. Hopefully you didn't. Hopefully
Why would you? I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah, because it goes on the back end.
Some of them don't even do that. So some of them you put you don't pay your mortgage, and it depending on your credit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sierra.
Will depend on your options because sometimes they defer it, and when they defer it, you owe all of it when you come out of deferment. So instead of say your house on $1,000. So if you owe that $1,000, instead of it going on the back end, they can only put so many payments on the back end of your loan. But then you can defer it. But when you defer it, now you got $1,000. So now you owe $4,000.
No, my
when they come out of deferment,
they was putting it on the back end, but that made your mortgage go up. So I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
You gotta say it with your nostrils fucking.
I didn't do it. I paid it every month. Because I wasn't about to get that back end pay. And then it would have made my mortgage payment go up. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Your mortgage payment go up. You're going to pay more interest.
All of it.
It's going to cost you an arm and a leg for that shit.
Just because you want to say that little money.
You better come up with the money
and pay
that
that money. You ain't about to have my booty hole tight. What?
You make a lot of mentions in your booty.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but when the shit be going wrong, my booty hole gets tight. Like, God damn, why I do that to myself? So, I paid my mortgage.
I don't really hear girls say booty hole a lot. I don't think about it. You a real G for that. I'm going to have to give you yours. Because girls don't say booty hole like that. Well,
why they don't?
I just said booty hole in the last podcast. I said I don't want nothing in, on, near, or around my booty hole.
She a negative influence on your life.
No, it's your daddy. That's what it is.
She's not gonna let
her boss
have that
booty
saying
hole.
anything, you know.
Got you thinking about that booty hole.
He take that his teeth out, yeah. That should be awesome.
When he takes
Pops, you gotta log in so you can chime in to her talking shit. Because the only reason I'm not talking shit is because I know you can. So, Pops, you gotta come through the next show and make sure.
Yeah, let him know.
I give you a heads up.
Because he don't want to call me mama and it's bothering me.
As if you like pigs. As if you like pigs.
It's bothering me.
Did you hear what she said?
He don't want to call me mama. It's bothering me. It's kind of making me mad. Okay, let him know what it is. Okay.
Pepper.
I can't believe she said that. Hey y'all, it's been good. It's the Overstood podcast. Thank you for watching. Oh, I gotta give a shout out to Clutch Life Enterprises. That's where I got my hoodie. It is nice. my Don't Quit hoodie is a reminder, daily reminder. I got a mask and a t-shirt too.
That's so nice.
Hit me up if you would like to order one.
Don't stop. Don't quit.
Yes, don't stop, don't quit. And shout out to myself and my own business.
Why you doing
Color Corridors.
She did this wall, y'all.
Cause I did do these stripes on this wall, but
they tell a motherfucking age.
The baby can't bounce. A dance that you do. Because I bust the chicken head in 5 seconds.
Hit me up. I do some interior design work too, so hit me up for that as well.
Call her, y'all.
I'm James Evans.
Clutch like.
I'm James Evans. This is Florida, and this is Winona, and this has been the over.
Don't listen to her.
Somebody come get Andre Drummond's ass.
Don't put that on my baby. But yeah,
I can't stand you.
Nah, Florida.
Damn.
I'm about to play with you in that laugh.
It's been my laugh? Yes. I know you not talking about no.
I am.
Nobody's laugh.
Y'all used to it now.
I know you not talking about nobody's laugh.
Listen here.
Because that laugh you got right there is a doozy.
It's beautiful.
I can't even do it.
You can't.
It's beautiful.
You should practice. That's your homework. Next Wednesday, we need you.
Don't eat the mic.
Your lips don't got nothing to do with it. Yo, get your lips out of it.
Your whole mouth on the mic.
It's really just like snorkeling.
It's like what? Going underwater and taking a swim.
She be like,
I don't know. It's always been called snorkeling.
It's called
snort.
Yes.
Snorting.
There we go. Snorting. You know what that is.
He been calling it a snorkel for 3 weeks.
I know, and I let him.
I mean, that's what I knew it as my whole life.
No, that's when you go underwater and look at the dolphins.
Under what? Farty B?
All right, water.
What you call it?
A little bit of water.
Farty B.
There you go, talking about booty hole. He addicted to the booty hole now. See? It's my big toe, my booty hole.
Did you get you some booty noodles?
This is no, I don't eat chitlin.
Oh, that's you that said you eat chitlins.
I didn't get any.
Oh.
Nobody boiled any booty noodles for you.
They did not.
Motherfucker.
I just got drunk that day anyway, so it didn't matter.
What? But you don't never want to drink with us.
I'm not about. Listen, she lives out in West Bubblefuck. I'm not about.
We are at the airport.
Okay, I'm gonna go lay down in one of the rooms.
nowhere near
I ain't
the
about to fucking play with her. We stuck out here.
We not nowhere near the airport.
No. I mean, not that close to the airport. I mean, we close, but we like you act like the airport right there.
We something like by the airport.
These are close. Couple of corners.
We something like by the airport.
Then a couple of
corners. Right there. Just because you from the East Coast.
This is the next city over, broski.
He DDs, that's why.
Nah, I ain't tripping.
Oh, podcast over for anybody. We just sit here talking.
Still on here with us. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for rolling the credits with us.
Yeah, I kind of messed up in the beginning with this technical difficulty we had in the beginning. I kind of killed our audience, but
it's so tight.
Watching the eyes fall grow.
It's cool when we drop the edit. That's all that matters. As long as people clicking on it on the podcast app. What are you singing? Good times. Why? Temporary layoffs.
Good time.
Easy credit ripoffs.
Good time.
That's that fraud.
Scratching and surviving.
That's that fraud.
Hanging in a job.
Good time.
Beep, beep, lucky we got 'em. Good time.
Okay, you making me think it's day. Are we done?
We are done. I just ain't got to
turn it up. Sing them right now, real quick.
Look at my good times power.
Somebody come get this food, please.
We doing overtime. Who want? What? Ask a question. Overtime.
Right. What's up?
Because we still on live and it's still 5.
Let's talk to the people.
Let's talk to the people.
Let's talk to the people.
Oh, they want to join. Who want to join? Straight R&B. Fuck this rap shit.
Okay, look, I'm gonna
hang in there. You ain't know the hanging in the child line. Did you say that?
I said hanging in the child line.
I don't know, somebody calling you out.
He said don't act like you didn't just learn that hanging in the child line. I did. Everybody just learned it on Dave Chappelle.
I learned it years ago on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what he mean. We didn't know it back then when we was watching Good Times.
She sang the
It was.
fuck out She sang the fuck out that note though.
You know what? I didn't know. Walona.
Yeah, Walona used to drop all that shit.
Yeah, she did. I thought she did the Jeffersons.
She did both of them.
Did she?
Did a few of them.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I knew that was. Yeah, I knew that was. Somebody told me that.
You better cut that check, girl.
Remember Nell Carter did that? Give me a break. Y'all forgot about Give Me a Break.
Give me a break.
Got me fucked up.
Give me a break.
With Tootie and Blair and Joe.
I remember Give Me a Break.
What is it? Jody?
That was
Blair,
my show. It's the first time I ever seen a fish
Natalie.
Fish tank break.
Help me out, older people.
That was you. Them was the names.
And there ain't one more. Blair, Jody, Natalie, Tootie, and Mrs. Motherfucking Garrett.
Miss Garrett.
Miss Garrett was on about 50 shows as Mrs. Garrett.
Miss Garrett.
She was on.
You know what else she did
on
my show?
On different shows with Mrs. Garrett. She was Miss Garrett on.
Silver Spoons. I used to like Silver Spoons.
That's what Carlton was on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, I used to like Silver Spoons. Silver Spoons.
Carlton was on. What's the name too?
Uh-huh.
I'm hungry. You can't boo boo at Excel's house.
Fresh Prince reunion was so emotional. Somebody said that. Somebody told me. I haven't watched it yet. So somebody said, speaking of shows, what did y'all think of the Fresh Prince reunion? I haven't watched it yet, but a couple of people I know who did watch it said they damn near cried through the whole thing. They said it was like super emotional.
Well,
supposedly Alfonso is still mad at OG Aunt Viv and wasn't in any of the parts where she visited the set.
Why?
Because she, from what I heard about it was that she
disruptive.
She was very disruptive.
I thought he did the one. Oh no, he brought her out there with him.
Yeah, I saw the part where she was saying she was going through a lot at home. She was like in an abusive relationship at home. Her marriage was falling apart. It was just a lot going on at home, and it was translating when she was coming to work. Yeah, I did see that part. But I haven't watched it yet.
Let your woman be great, man. Jesus. Even if she leave you, you had her.
Right.
Let her be great, bro.
But I said I was going to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, we ain't
I've been watching Grey's Anatomy.
It's a good show.
That shit is amazing. I started at season 1. I've never watched it.
The same lady that wrote Scandal.
I know, I knew that, and I knew that it was a good show because I heard people talk about it.
It wasn't the black people on there.
I'm rooting for everybody black. You know how that goes. But no, like, do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
I haven't watched it in a couple seasons. So
but I'm watching from season 1.
I'm not starting over from 1.
No, I'm saying I've never watched it. It's so good.
Yeah, I like it.
I like shows that can get a emotional reaction from me. Mm-hmm. And it's not one of them shows. You know how some shows just be positive all the time. Like, they heroes every day. Every show is a hero. Every show, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's people dying. I'm like, oh my God, this show is going to be the death of me.
Mm-hmm. It's some good.
Grey's Anatomy is really good. I was surprised. It's really good.
It's some good. I used to watch Grey's back in the day. Back in the day.
They said he had to film America's Funniest Home Videos. That's why he didn't make it.
Oh, it was a 2-day event, and he wasn't there on the second day when she was. He addressed it saying they already knew he had to film America's Funniest Home Videos. Talking about Alfonso Rivero. What? No, we would have talked about that on the podcast.
You didn't see that?
No.
He put that, yeah. He wanted to be a bad bitch.
They said Phone Master Flex got lipo.
Bad bitch surgery.
Yeah, what?
Bad bitch surgery.
What?
He went and got snatched.
We should have talked about this on the podcast. Oh my God.
We got next week, bro. Yeah. He
put this on the list of shit to bring up.
He put the procedure online. He was showing them cut on him and shit. Like a whole.
So he had to be laid up with that damn band on in the little bags.
So what when did he get done?
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, clearly you was into it.
Nah, I just seen the shit.
But why he say he got a fat ass now? Somebody come get this.
You want to know.
He finna change social media that phone flag for 3 X's.
As soon as we leave, these are going to be trying to
It's gonna be fun less. Fun less. Worst shit ever, bro.
But you know,
that shit to yourself,
I've been seeing that lately.
Keep
like
that
a lot
shit
of
to
men.
yourself, Brody. Keep that shit to yourself, Brody. Get your ass in the gym.
What his name gonna be?
Falax.
I've been seeing that though. People been making statuses about me doing it. I wonder did he get his ass done.
FALLEXXX. Falax. That nigga finna start a Falax OnlyFans.
I will watch it though. I will watch it. See what he got going on. These men are starting to do it, get their abs done. That's what he has done.
Get your ass on that treadmill and go do some sit-ups, brody.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
his body shape was not equipped for that. Maybe even if he worked out, he still wouldn't have looked like.
Bad bitch made over. He flexy man.
I'm not saying that. I wouldn't date a man that did it. I'm just saying his body probably was never capable of that. She is.
He the funk doll.
I'm about to look it up.
The funk doll.
I'm about to look it up.
That nigga the funk doll, bro. I said, what the fuck?
That nigga is definitely in a Barbie club. What the fuck?
I
don't think his body ever would have looked how he wanted
to. I don't even know what Brody.
He said he got bad bitch surgery.
He about to do a Savage video in 4 weeks on the body out of shit.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the hair.
Somebody come get this Negro. Oh my God. What's his name gonna be?
His body built would have never looked like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. He could have hit the gym for a
that nigga
month.
shit still wasn't gonna be.
He had a grandma body.
Did you hear him? His name gonna be
grandma body.
Falex.
Falexi.
He gonna be a Fashion Nova model.
Right.
I'm trying to find.
That nigga like use code Falex
Melanin
30.
Falexi.
Falex 30. Use code Falex 30 for 30% off. Fashion Nova. Bad bitch.
Oh Lord.
He
Jesus.
better not say nothing. Another
Let me see.
motherfucking thing about nobody else.
That's what they pulled out.
Yes.
That's all that like Neapolitan ice cream. I'm glad I didn't see it.
And he took pictures of it?
He did video. He laid it all out. Yes. He is savage.
Falex. Let me see.
See, that's
I'm trying to make
it
the girls ain't eating that transparent, bro.
I'm not doing that shit.
Got their ass cut
That's
off.
how they do
they just slicing this nigga open like a rib.
No, they not.
They
That's
sticking a big ass needle in there and
BBL.
sucking out the
Brazilian butt lift. They doing the same look.
That's what he got?
No, I didn't fucking say that. I said they're using the
That's
same
what they
tool.
do for the butt lift?
Yes.
They take the fat out of
You
everything.
And that's
Is he
scary because you
finna be
can
the first
puncture
black
something with
trans?
that shit. Y'all, whoever got surgery, shout out to you because you a triple OG.
He quit
Because you're
playing
not
for he fuck
stabbing
around
me
beat
with a
for
motherfucking
Lex
thing.
for real.
Oh,
That's a big ass needle.
he's so annoying because look.
People
was already talking about him like that. People was already talking about him like that. She ain't strapped to that motherfucker though.
Yeah, he is.
Falex.
Falex.
Dog, Falex is
If I
hilarious.
had the guts to do it, but I don't.
They still got watchers. The watcher.
Did y'all watch the Tekashi documentary on Hulu?
I did not.
He gets no airplay in my ride. Fuck Tekashi.
Yeah, he is.
I don't want to entertain nothing that lame, goofy nigga do.
He knew too much. Once he started wearing the lace fronts, I knew he got poked in the booty in the pen.
Huh?
He be wearing lace fronts, wigs, frontals. So he didn't stop. Well, he still colored his hair, but he got one of the famous hairstyles. Because I do hear y'all. Shout out to me. Established Bazaar. I'm the owner. You know, Grand. Come see us. But he wears the frontals. He has this famous hairstylist named Jonathan lace him, and he lets him record it. You know, putting it on him, and then he model it when he have on the bubble coat. That's a badass bubble coat. So,
and I can't, this is the reason why I can't believe niggas didn't believe that he was snitch. Like,
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't see the whole new side of him now, so it's like
he never was gangster though.
I never thought he was gangster, but
anybody
he was kind of
snitching
cool.
won't surprise me.
Huh?
Anybody snitching would not surprise me.
Wearing the lace.
I'm just saying, it don't matter. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah,
it don't matter who it is. Listen, some of the stone coldest gangsters done went in there and ratted. So
that's
we
true.
Can't expect that Mickey Mouse ass, punk ass nigga to not, Sesame Street ass nigga to not rat.
Sesame Street.
Trolls.
Can you tell me how to get?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Yellow Brick Road.
Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, he's something else.
Yeah. Ham-tastic.
He's something else.
What song Master Flex name?
Alexi. I'm mad. I'm just saying, just come out with a new swole body and lie and say you went to the gym to the lab for a minute, bro. Don't show people your surgery like you a bad bitch.
I mean, that's what these girls do.
Say it again.
That's what they do. They go
say the whole sentence again.
That's what these girls do.
That's what who do?
These girls.
That's what these girls do.
They go, they had a surgery, and then next thing you know, they selling waist trainers and fucking slim tea.
Cause
Let me find out you niggas on Funk Flex OnlyFans.
I'll be on it because I want to see.
I can't believe he filmed the whole shit. I mean, it took a level of bravery to do that shit, though.
That's the lady just came out wanting to be identified as a man.
I seen that the girl from Juno.
Is it Ellen? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen, was it not Ellen? Her name started with an E though, because she wanted to be known as
the girl that played in Juno back in the day. I think this movie came out in like 2010.
The white girl?
Yeah, the teen girl that got pregnant.
The little young,
had to go
the little young one.
School
Yeah.
with the pregnancy. That's what
I remember Juno.
Yeah. She want to be identified as a transgender. So.
Elliot.
Okay. That's right. Her name is Elliot. This world is just crazy.
Did they show a picture of him?
Listen, I want to be...
I want to see a picture.
I'm going to wake up and... No, they ain't show a new picture. I want to wake up and identify as a rich white man.
I'm about to say, I want to be a millionaire.
And I just hope everybody fucking comply with me, because I identify with rich white people.
Me too.
And in my spirit and in my soul.
I know that. I know. I've always felt like I was a rich white person.
So yeah. I think I should be, and the world should accept me as that.
When I
because I feel like
in a fur coat, y'all looked at me crazy as hell.
You said who?
Still, when I said bury me in a fur coat, y'all looked at me crazy.
Girl, because that's weird. That's weird. Where do we draw the line at for that though?
For what?
For what?
Because I think that's another podcast too.
For what?
Like the whole gender neutral gender.
Because
my whole life it's been male or female.
I know.
And now all of a sudden, don't give a baby a gender. And they call them babies. You seen that?
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Babies. I'm like, first of all, what do the word baby got to do with the gender? So why are we changing that name? Second of all,
what they changing the name?
And they trying to say
baby, THEYBAB.
Say that transgenders can go.
You get your baby out the street.
You better come get this baby.
They trying to say transgenders can go into the bathrooms too.
Huh? Listen,
transgenders bro. like Elliot can come to the man's bathroom.
That's listen.
Timothy, that is Tanisha can come into the woman's bathroom.
That's making it too much.
I think so too.
That's making it too much. They already started making family bathrooms, so let's just expand the family bathroom idea. So you don't have to freak nobody out with girl or guy clothes on. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's a way that we can compromise. See, everybody want to operate in the gray until it's convenient to operate in black and white. And then when it's convenient to operate in the gray, they deviate from the black and white and operate in the gray. It's like...
So I got a question. Back in the day, transgender used to mean you had the surgery. Otherwise, you was just really cross-dressing.
Exactly.
How do we get to transgender just being somebody who just want to put on a dress?
I mean, to me, they're going a little bit more extreme.
Because you remember back in the day, if you got called a trans, if you were quote unquote a tranny, you had the surgery, like you had gender
most of them are a drag queen.
I'm just saying,
but most of them
drag queen or cross dresser was the title that was
given
to people who, like, if you a guy and you still got your, you know, your genitals, your schlong,
dang.
But now,
you should have your own book of lingo.
But now, as soon as you decide that you want to wear dresses as a man, you transgender.
But more people are actually getting surgery now too, because it's more accepted.
Oh, but
here's the thing.
Did you hear about how many people are regretting getting it though?
Like Caitlyn, mad.
Here goes the thing. We lose power in words and meanings of words and got changed throughout history. So transgender, whatever. I say.
Why you laughing? Right, he couldn't even take himself serious. How you expect us to?
Bro, man, people just find too much of the wrong shit to be hung up on. If a person want to wake up and say, "Hey, I want," you know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Like, I think people have
that shit don't change.
People have the right to be whatever and whoever they want to be.
That shit don't change the schedule of my billing at all.
I agree. I just feel like, to some degree, though, it's like, where do we draw the line? Because, like,
you draw the line in your opinion.
No, but this is what I'm getting at. Because if my daughter runs track, and then, because this was a true story, if my daughter runs track and there's a transgender boy who identifies as a girl and wants to run track, explaining it. I don't give a fuck about explaining it.
I don't want
to. It's not fair to my daughter because naturally he has abilities she don't have. He shouldn't be able to run with the girls.
Here go the thing. That's what I mean about
naturally men are in different
convenient gray area. This is where the gray area apply. You know, physically a man is just superior to a woman. Physically superior. So this is one barrier where we can't cross. Like, no,
but they allowing it.
Yeah. We live in a free country with vague rules, and now those vague rules are being pushed. We can't change the rules on free. Free means free, and that's it. The problem with everybody. Free ain't free.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the minute you do something different from the next motherfucker, you stupid. You dumb. You should die. And some people book. You know what I'm saying? That's how fucked up we are as a society. They got it so fucked up socially. People don't even care that the next person is just breathing the same air and bleeding the same blood and want the same money and comfort and stuff that you want. And until we feel like the next person is equal, we're going to be fucked up. You feel like you better than the next person. And you're not.
Yeah,
you're not. We are all the same. We all suffer.
I can agree with that.
Same shit. It don't matter if you wake up tomorrow, you going to wake up tomorrow and be unemployed, quit your fucking job. It ain't going to be a good idea, but you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just the gray we all operating in. Ain't no black and white no more. Not meaning the color of our skin. I mean, figuratively. Yeah, man. Everybody all over the place with everything. There's not one common issue we agree on. It's people that feel like they dead while they alive. It's people that feel like they in hell on earth. It's people that don't believe in God. It's you know what I'm saying? It's people that think it's okay to have sexual relations with kids. Mm-hmm. As absurd that is to other people, it's people really campaigning to make pedophilia a real thing. But see, this where the gray area get too gray. Because we can't have a free country where we only accept everybody. See, now we got to draw the lines on free because we can't accept pedophiles. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's about the line I draw it at. But it's people that's really campaigning and really want that to be a freedom.
And saying it was consensual.
And in a lot of countries, it is a freedom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Slave trading children is big business in a lot of countries. That's one of the perks of America. I guess. Cause the big business of human trafficking ain't a mainstream business. Oh, it is a business. Oh, it is a business though. And the people that's controlling everything, your soap powder, your everything we consume every day, those are the people making all of that stuff go happen. Yeah. Those are the people pushing all the buttons of your government. So until we figure out everything they taught us is wrong and a program set for us to self-destruct, it ain't even no goal. Spend all your money till you die, and then when you die, you got to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even when you die, you owe. And you owe your whole foot here. It don't matter what you doing. It costs to breathe air. Period. So, and they done made it to where we depending on every trap they set for us. They taught us our whole life everything we consume is good for us. Milk, deodorant, toothpaste,
and all that shit.
All that shit is bad for you. Mm-hmm. So where do we stop and say, wait a fucking minute? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's all for them to make
hello,
things. They want to preserve things.
They send you up for the hospital. They send you up for the hospital, and we was raised to believe that the doctor was to help and heal you. No, the doctor reeling you back in that motherfucker.
I actually made a post
Tell
on
the doctor something wrong, he gonna drop something in your system. Yeah.
He bought the big pharmaceutical companies back in the day, and the Ford family.
See what I'm saying?
Way back in the day, like way back in the day. I made a post about it on Instagram, like I said. And what he did was he made them all abide by his new ways of medicine and made them completely scrap all the natural.
Yeah,
and if you didn't, you went to jail. You got your license stripped.
Legislation. That money control politics. Politics control law.
Once that happened, of course it caused cancer. So that's how the Cancer Foundation got founded, is because he wanted to overshadow the issues and make it seem like it was a solution to a problem that he created. I had posted that like 4 days ago.
See, people think it's a cure for cancer. It ain't no cure, and that's the way
the medicine is killing you slowly.
Yeah, everything we consuming from the fast food to the stuff they put in everything. They contaminate everything.
And that's why I tell people all the time: if you didn't farm it or grow it yourself, you don't know what's in it.
You better
because I don't care how vegan or how organic it say that it is. Like,
they done put some bullshit on your vegetables. They done put some bullshit on your vegetables.
Yeah.
They need you in that hospital because that's where they can run that bill. Yeah, they can run that tab up as soon as you come.
And they know what's going to offset, especially in all different cultures. They know what will offset certain things to cause you to be sick. So that's why
they go to school for so long to figure out exactly what to give you to make you sicker. Listen, I ain't been to the doctor in about 3 years. I ain't never felt better. I go to the dentist.
Check that thing.
I'm fine. I feel fine. I ain't finna go in there and give me something to think about and make it wrong.
You have to find a doctor that is that is pro you.
I know, but you got.
I got a black doctor, and I got especially my OBGYN. My OBGYN believes in holistic medicine. She's not one who goes shoving medicine down your throat.
There you go.
So she believes in holistic medicine. She even has a holistic doctor that she refers her patients to.
The earth gave us everything to recover.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but I do think preventative care is necessary. You saying that you ain't been to the doctor in 3 years, especially because you're at the age now where colonoscopies and fucking
I had all that at 35. Here go the thing for me.
Here go
the thing for me. I was in that doctor wheel for 20 years. From 18, 19 years old, I was at the doctor every 3 months, getting pills, drugs, all kind of stuff for everything, and it wasn't making me better. I just was taking the medicine because the doctor told me to.
I stopped taking.
You have to also be a
holistic way.
You have to also be an advocate. You gotta also be an advocate for yourself. Doctors are paid to guess what's wrong when something is wrong. That's when something is wrong, though.
To a certain extent.
But this is my point. That's when something is wrong. Yeah. When something is wrong, they get paid to guess to figure out what's wrong, right? But I do believe in preventative measures. When they find shit early enough, it's a way to prevent it. So you can't wait till you're hurting. If you're hurting, it's too late.
Right.
Something wrong.
You have to get checked out before then.
I'm not discouraging.
I'm an advocate of going to the doctor.
I'm not discouraging people from going to the doctor because we all got like certain stuff.
Me too.
We all got certain stuff that need to be monitored.
I might not take the medicine she give me, but I'm going to the doctor.
For me personally, I done spent tens of thousands of my dollars, not insurance dollars, my dollars, fucking around with them doctors. And
but
in
that's
all
because
actuality, I don't need them. When I speak to the holistic medicine lady, that's all I need. If I'm having an issue, she tighten me up, and that be bam. That be just what I need. And it's all natural.
That's my issue, though, when you having an issue.
No, I'm just talking about
you also got to take into consideration that there are some things that they might be able to catch.
No,
so here's my thing.
Machine. I'm fine.
If you go to the doctor and then you find out that maybe your liver not functioning the way it was supposed to, or your kidney or whatever, right? I believe in holistic treatment. You can definitely go to the holistic people and figure, but you need a doctor to tell you what's going on.
I'm not saying let the holistic people diagnose you. No.
Yeah, but you also said you ain't been to the doctor in 3 years.
That's an exaggeration.
He said longer than that. He said about 35. I think he about 41.
My doctor quit at the end of 2018. So, yeah. I think I've seen one or two doctors. I had a boil.
Lord,
on your butt.
I did.
You had a boil on your butt?
I did. It was bad.
Plus I had
it was like, during the pandemic, so I couldn't go to the hospital, but it was really like doing the full, yeah.
I think we know too much.
It was bad. No.
TMI.
It's okay. I'm better now. I can sit down.
What you lean over?
It's only 4 people watching. Like, what is they talking
She's
about?
married to a woman. Oh, you talking about Ellen Page? I mean.
But that's Elliot. What I do though. I go to the doctor.
His name is Elliot, bro.
My mom was a pharmacist, so she tell me exactly what type of medicine it is and what it does, and then I do my own natural thing. Because I've never taken medicine like that, unless it's an antibiotic.
I'm not big on medicine, but I have a chronic condition, so I kind of don't have a choice. Mm-hmm. Because I've tried holistic everything and it don't work for my condition. So yeah, like I've tried everything under the sun, but unfortunately,
no, it worked for me. I can't.
See, I have endometriosis, and with endometriosis, you're in pain all the time.
Oh man,
what is
CBD oil don't work. I done tried some of everything.
Really?
Yeah, all the inflammation.
You herbs. Stop smoking.
I stopped smoking.
You should stop that.
No, why should I?
You be in pain?
Well, I ain't in pain right now. I had surgery again. So I had surgery again where they go in, they clean up because endometriosis causes like
calcium buildup?
No. It's like scar tissue.
Okay.
So your uterine lining sheds outside the uterus or whatever is what endometriosis is. And then it attaches to your organs and it causes like scar tissue. But I've had another surgery, so I haven't been in pain recently. But I gotta go back on the medicine in order to prevent it from happening because there's no cure for endometriosis.
Okay.
There's no cure, so regardless of what I take, it don't work. Yeah.
Wow.
So unless I'm taking something to stop me from having a period, then I'm just gonna keep.
You see what I mean when I say we ventured off into TMI?
I'm happy you figured that
This
out.
is TMI segment of Overstood.
I cannot stand you.
I brought up the ball on my ass, and they went into full blown uterus period conversation. What?
I was just asking about her condition. Like that's something that women suffer from. So why not talk about it?
It is. I got something else going on too, and I'm trying not to speak that one into existence though. It's not a chronic condition that I'm being tested for right now, but
you're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
We're not even doing that.
I know. I'm over chronic conditions.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm too young for this shit.
That part. But
this
you're gonna be just fine.
Death Row Records. Fuck
for sure. Come on over here. You won't worry about nobody dancing in your videos.
Tap dancing.
Dancing all in the videos and shit. Well, look, now we got a little bonus segment that we can put out if one of you niggas can't make it one day.
Check that out. They're gonna find out about all this good stuff.
For sure. I appreciate whoever is still on. It's not that many people.
It's the shit. It's back to 5. Talk to us. What y'all want to talk about? I'm chilling. What y'all want to talk about?
But yeah, the whole medicine thing I definitely can relate to.
We went full swing serious.
We did. We was just clowning and then we went to a whole topic.
Yeah.
But that's cool because now we can use that for something else. Who in here? I can't see.
Yeah, that's what
I can't see, but it's still 5 people in there.
It don't tell you who in here.
Make yourself known. Do a roll call. Who watching?
I see my brother.
Joseph.
Yeah. It's Kevin Hart funny.
I didn't see the stand-up.
Talia, my best friend. We in this thing. I didn't think his stand-up was funny.
Ooh.
It was smirk-worthy. He said a few things that I was like...
Smirk.
You know, when somebody say something...
So you laugh harder on here than you did at the...
Facts.
Yes.
Fuck that.
I didn't see it yet. I still been kind of...
At this point, it's kind of predictable.
It's gimmick funny. It's not. Yeah. It's not funny no more because we've seen it all.
Yes, it's predictable because you already know he's gonna talk about his wife. He's gonna talk about his kids.
I really
thought
you know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart was a transcendent talent. He's literally
in the same spot that he's
about to run out of gas.
Yeah, he is.
I hate to see that.
He is.
He's not
but there's always one major comedian on top. So it's just time for somebody else to step up. So it's getting ready to have his shine.
Dave Chappelle is the funniest comedian because he can take whatever he's talking about and just make it funny.
Dave Chappelle is funny.
I like Mike.
Why?
Because he's funny to me. He's funny to me.
Mike Epps is movie funny, but he is not stand-up funny.
And you know who
Dave
else
Chappelle
I was
is
watching?
hilarious, Joseph.
You know who else I was watching a couple days ago? Bernie Mac. He's a classic.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
None like Bernie Mac.
Yeah, I was watching some of his
next thing I pull my dick out, this whole room get dark.
That had me about to die.
Hit me! Into that little dance.
And that's
they don't know nothing about that Def Jam.
That's one of the clips.
I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Not that look on your face.
That's how you was.
They said I seen a meme. It had like 9 comedians in it.
They was at the barbershop.
No, it said like if you had
I know which one
you had like a certain amount of money, you only had 3 to headline the show. Who would it be? And then it had Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Cat Williams, Chris Tucker, Dave Chappelle, Martin.
It'd be Bernie and
Richard Pryor.
Eddie Murphy for me.
We get to pick 3.
3.
So,
I'm going
and Richard Pryor.
I'm going Cat, Dave, and Bernie. No, I'm sorry. Probably Cat, Bernie, and Eddie. Old Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie with the red
old
outfit.
Eddie, yeah. Not new Eddie. Old Eddie.
With the red outfit on.
I said Richard, Bernie, and Dave Chappelle.
I like Richard Pryor, but
Richard Pryor funny.
Richard Pryor was the funniest to me because he was the most transparent comedian. Like comedians,
yeah, especially for that time.
Comedians could pretend to talk about their life.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor really talked about the scum and the grime of his life, and he didn't care. He made fun of it. Kevin Hart made it a gimmick, and it turned out to be the same thing recycled
over and over again. Yeah. But a nigga, Eddie Murphy back in the day, Raw and Delirious Eddie Murphy was hilarious.
Man,
Eddie,
I want to have.
Eddie.
He said half. Just last week you was butt naked on the table.
One of the greatest comments of our time.
Eddie, I want half. Eddie.
Why? He is probably the greatest comic of our time overall.
Nothing.
As far as stage, TV, stage,
no, the ice cream truck.
Stage, TV, and movie, he's probably the biggest comedian of all time.
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Oh yeah, for sure.
Stage,
early Eddie.
It would be Richard.
But early Jamie was funny too.
They had Jamie Foxx in it.
Yes,
early Jamie was funny.
Jamie Foxx is the third.
I was just thinking that.
That's the third funniest TV show to me.
Oh, you hit the nigga in the club.
That's the third funniest TV show of all time to me.
Yeah.
It's Martin, Chappelle show, and then Jamie Foxx.
It's 2 hits. I hit that nigga, he hit the ground. I'm in the car, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
My favorite part on the show is every time somebody pulls out a gun, he be like, "Oh Lord Jesus!"
Yeah, I fuck with early Jamie Foxx too. Early Jamie Foxx was
home watching all this shit.
Jamie Foxx should put out a stand.
Oh, Coming to America do come out this month.
I don't know how that's gonna be.
Right? Are they bringing it to
Netflix?
It's going straight to Netflix.
Eddie Murphy sold out for like 30 million, some shit like that.
Oh, it's gonna do numbers.
I love Eddie.
It's gonna do numbers on Netflix.
Eddie Murphy.
How Netflix make their money back though? I mean, I get the subscription thing, but they don't probably because they don't have no ads.
But you don't need to when you that lit.
Well, you know,
everybody know about Netflix.
But they don't have no ads. If you think about all the people they paying to make these films, like how they making their money back?
But you know what's the name made the streams identical to a record sale. You know, streams is parallel to record
I didn't know that.
You know, streams is like parallel.
That's why I didn't know that. On the movie side, yeah, I didn't know that.
Streams is parallel to sales now. Yes, ma'am.
No, I didn't know that. Oh wow.
Man, I mean,
like
you gotta think about how much money do Netflix make in subscriptions every month?
Right. Well, I know that, but I'm saying like so.
I'm just saying, you got 10 million people giving you $14.
Yeah, because they stock is through the
shit, pay for Netflix, 25 million, 30, 40 million for Coming to America because
it's gonna bring
80 million people gonna watch it. It's gonna make it the #1 movie, and you know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm excited. I'm just gonna tune in.
Cause you know Hulu got 2 different
sides.
Yeah, so it's one with ads, and then it's one.
You could do live TV. You could do.
No, they got one with ads, like even the recorded shows, like so it'll cut off after a while and then bring in an ad. That one like $1.99 a month, or you could pay full price. You gotta think about the people when the movie dropped, the people who not paying for that monthly subscription. You know what I'm saying? You got all new subscription dollars, so you pay that money for the movies because that subscription money coming every month. That's true, but still. Well, you said still. Because I just feel like, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, like people make their money in advertising and they don't have no advertising. They don't need no advertising. They got subscription money. But think about that content. Like, they paying for all this content. How much money they pushing out in content they pay $25 million for Coming to America, and then they make their own movies. So
one of our followers said they had 73 million as of September 2020. So
73 million subscribers?
Yep.
At least $10 because people grandfather. I'm grandfathered in. I'm grandfathered in, so I only pay $9.99. I had Netflix back. I paid $12 because I got 2 TVs. Yeah, I only pay $9.99. So 73 million people at $10 a month. We could pay for a new Eddie Murphy movie, and whoever else want to make a fucking movie. Damn, 73 million subscribers. Yes. Fuck. Cake. They definitely the ones. And you gotta think about the deals they got with the Samsungs that build Netflix into the TV, or Amazon Prime that build the app into the. You know what I'm saying? Like the smart they got TVs. All kind of deals where it's a partnership that this is accessible, and we can split the pros on the membership. Yeah. You remember when Netflix first started and you couldn't even find your favorite movie on there? You used to be like, "Well, they ain't shit on Netflix." Netflix used to be horrible. Yeah, you go on Netflix. I was giving them the hottest $5 for a long time for nothing. Yeah, my first Netflix was $4.99. Yep, mine too. 07, and then you go look for a movie, you be like, "Oh, I want to watch How High." Let me see. Like that shit ain't on Netflix. You be mad as hell. Like, where's all the good movies? Was it 08, 07, 08, some shit like that? Nah, they got the whole. Now they the one to beat. They booming. Like Netflix and the original content on Netflix is unmatched. Period. You'll never run out of shit to watch on Netflix. Period. Them type of things then kick DVDs off the way. But it's a few family video stores still holding on. Burley. When last time you rented a DVD? I haven't, but my mother-in-law does. She goes to Family Video. It's a Family Video by her house, and they still go and rent videos. Only time I fuck with DVDs, I don't even fuck with them. And my mama still do too. You go to Walmart and they got them hoes in that file. And the little bin. And I still don't open and watch them because you could just click on it on the Fire Stick. So I was buying them. It ain't no sense to buy a movie now. I was buying them because my daughter has a DVD player in my car. So I would buy kid DVDs so she could just be in the back seat and change the DVD if she wanted to because she got one behind the headrest. But outside of that, I wasn't buying them. And I had a friend of mine put all the Disney movies on a thumb drive because she got a little portable DVD player too. So she just plugged all the Disney movies in and watch them off of there. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I do have some VHSs because them bitches gonna work. I just admitted to copyright infringement, but I'm saying. Your brother says Dave has reached genius level. Yeah, and it's to the point where people respect him too, though, because
when he said don't watch that shit, it got around, didn't it? Real fast.
Listen, not only that,
they took it down.
Not only that, I was
Netflix,
say,
out of respect,
see it.
Netflix took it down. But yeah, they took it down. But what I'm saying is, he said he respect Netflix because once he said he was unhappy with the fact that they was licensing the shit without paying him. They took it down. They took it down. They was like, he said they paid him.
He broke records with his stand-up. He broke records with his stand-up, so they got more business to do.
So he was like, my relationship with Netflix is good, but they was licensing his shit without no type of agreement with him because of the whatever he had early on when he signed the agreement said that they could.
Okay.
But he like, the shit is unfair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you licensing this shit, and I'm not saying a dime from it. But his fans
royalties
are loyal because it got around. Yeah, niggas was like, I ain't watching that shit no more.
Don't watch that shit.
And everybody was like, that's what Monique should have did. Ain't nobody checking for her.
It's different.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different.
Why y'all face just tune up like
got
that?
her bread when she won her lawsuit, so she got it.
So my issue with, well, not mine, but a lot of women's issue with Monique was
had to tear down somebody else.
Yep. She had to tear down somebody else to get her point across. And I'm like, that wasn't fair. Yeah. When you paid such and such, that ain't had nothing to do with you. It had absolutely nothing to do with you. Yeah.
Who did she?
But she already had rubbed a bunch of people. Yeah.
Okay.
But she had already rubbed a bunch of people the wrong way when she lost weight. Because remember, she was huge on. She was huge on. I'm big and I'm this and I'm that.
Maybe it was health
issues. That's what they want out of black women.
Yeah.
Maybe it was health issues.
They don't know, but they don't want black women to be healthy. They want black women to be proud to be big.
Right, but that's
okay if you proud.
I'm not even going there. I'm just going to the point where a lot of women took issue with that because she was like the BBW spokesperson.
She was,
because she every stand up, she would talk about I hate skinny bitches and all of that or whatever, right? And then so when she lost weight, a lot of people was like,
had all the big bitches calling me skinny bitch.
Yeah. So that was like
I'm just saying about that issue in general. I think that's an encouragement to be big. It's okay if you big and you can't help it and you trying, but a lot of times that translates to unhealthiness.
Right, I think it was health issues.
I think we should be more conscious of our health and be a big person. You can't just be chowing down on all kind of shit.
He said Dave kept it about him. He did. He didn't bring nobody else into the mix. It was about him. It was about his situation, what he had going on. He wasn't like, well, they paid Eddie Murphy X amount of dollars to da-da-da blase Splill, and then they did that.
His issue is kind of separate from Monique. Monique had a gripe, but she should have griped behind closed doors, because, a lot of times they use the market. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They pay.
They said
people,
her husband wasn't.
They pay people according to their history, so they was kind of lowballing her based on her history and comedy. So she had a gripe, but like I said, she was wrong for calling out. You don't bring Tiffany in.
Both of them funny though, so I hate that happening.
Yeah, but they trying to divide us as is. We as people need to not do that to each other publicly. If you got an issue, call Tiffany Haddish. You fucking Monique. Mm-hmm. But you don't got no issue with her, so don't even fucking bring her up. Mm-hmm. You tell Netflix, I'm a groundbreaking female comic. You paying everybody, you gonna pay me. Don't just call out Tiffany Haddish. You gotta bring everybody in it. You paying folks according to.
It was Tiffany and it was somebody else who wanted a white comedian.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah, Amy Schumer.
But Monique also gotta understand that those people on fire. They hot. They got fans right now. Monique ain't done nothing.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish was on fire.
So it's just a bad, like you said, crabs in the barrel. We pull each other down. It don't matter. On what level, what it means, it's never a fucking unanimous congratulation. Everybody got a fucking problem.
Problem.
That's why I stay to myself, because no matter what you say or what happened, it's gonna be, I don't know, because they should have did this, and I don't think they should have. It ain't never about us getting better as individuals and getting better as people.
Yeah, because what she should have did was rally the troops and got the people to stand behind her and support her in her decision instead of just going out and trying to dog people for getting paid.
By that time,
they was
alienated everybody.
Yeah, everybody already had a sour taste in their mouth.
She had been on the campaign already pissing people off.
Yeah. They was over it.
I agree. I concur. But we getting out of here. It's been real. It's been fun. The after hour show is real
We ain't
fun.
got no fried chicken, so this after hour is bogus. We ain't no chicken, no
like
strippers, no dice, no music,
no chicken, no strippers,
no cards, no nothing.
You hear how his after hour experience go?
That's how everybody after hour experience go. Chicken, strippers.
Mine be with my pillow on my robe.
I mean, I'm talking about the after hours. I'm talking about your actual after hours after dark. That's how you do it. Do you snore?
I don't. I didn't ask.
So you snore when you laugh, but you don't snore when you sleep.
I don't snore at night. I asked because I was curious. I was just as curious as y'all.
What made me think? Because it's like that's your reset of air. Like you not.
I don't snore.
Like most people do that. What is it? Snort. when it's a real hard laugh, but that's your normal chuckle. So
I don't snore when I laugh. I mean when I go to sleep.
Like she can giggle.
You gonna get some mucus in your throat trying to do that shit.
You gonna have all yours clear.
Your sinus to be clear. That's why you don't snore.
Get your lips out of it.
That's probably why.
That's how you gotta do it. Stop. Her lips don't got shit
to
do.
Eat the whole goddamn mic.
Look at her when she's snorking. Look. Laugh.
No.
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
Ain't shit funny.
Go ahead. She tried not to do it.
I'm mad they just gonna watch me like
beatbox.
I can beatbox. I told you I'm Dougie with it.
Go ahead, Dougie.
I'm Dougie with it.
Y'all
about to take a nap. Yep, sure is.
Take 5. Who the other? We know Joseph and Kalia in here. Who these other folks?
They the only 2 talking.
Let's say 5 people in there. Who identify yourself? Hop on, who that woman?
Yeah, because I ain't even in there because my thing that.
Hop on, who that? Oh, wait. I guess me and her.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2. Oh. You're not in that. Oh, I guess that one. No, they don't count yours as a. Okay, who the third person in here? Who's stalking? What they call it?
Lurking.
I see who it is.
Who lurking on my page?
You can see who it is.
Is it Trey? You probably put the phone down. That's who it is. Stop. Who is it? You dumb as hell. She's just going hang.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Who is it?
I'm gonna let it go.
Whoever that is. Huh?
We lost on the hearty chuckle.
Let it go.
I'm lost too.
I'm lost. We out.
Love, peace, and hair grease. So I got a family.
We got an extra episode of that.
See y'all.
That shit do say 2 hours.
Yep. By the time I edit and chop it up.
See y'all.
She said I'm in here twice. Thanks, Kalia. For making us feel like we have more listeners than we do. You're so special.